In this world, is the destiny of mankind controlled by some transcendental entity or law? Or is it the hands of the gods hovering above? At least one truth exists that man has ever known, that he has no control, or even his own will. My path in this accursed yet ethereal landscape was lit by sunlight and warmed by the fire we adored, and yet I never bothered to learn what it truly meant. What did this age of fire grant us? Did the Lords give us a blessing yet obscured by the hollows that rise like wildflowers through the cobblestone? Or were we simply bathing in the light that was never meant for us? I took a dive into the abyss, so then what I would be able to share this journey with those more of the mantle of Chosen One. But what I found when I slayed the kings seduced by the darkness shook me to my very soul. The fifth lord, the furtive pygmy, buried in time, was our ancestor, the one who was to usher the age of humanity. This would be the age of dark Gwyn had tried so hard to prevent. The primordial serpent told me this, urging me to finish what he had begun and become the legendary Dark Lord. Realizing just how my people had to watch friends and loved ones go hollow in Gwyn's shadow. Tell me, listener, what choice do you think I made? Garth granted me the ability of life drain, the feared power of the dark race under the command of the 4 kings I had killed. But unlike them, I will use this power for humanity, not against it. For there is no good or evil power in this world, only good and evil people. These powers are mere catalysts for their designs, to be used at will for whatever reason or purpose there is to fulfill. With these abilities in the palm of my hand, I return to the surface, beginning my newfound quest to usher in the dark and free my people from Gwyn's curse. No more would I or anyone else fear death, rebirth, and hollowing, for the darkness will embrace them once more. We need not fear this age, for it is our origin, our kind's truth. I killed Oscar. He'd been rescued from death at the asylum and stood in my path at the kiln. He despaired at my becoming a pawn of Kaf, when indeed this was far from the truth. I will kill you, my beloved Shae, he said. I will free you from your eclipsed vision. My blade bathed in his blood, his beating heart pushing through his flesh as he fell to my feet. His ashes mixed with my tears, his final words grieving my supposed loss of my mind and my control over my hand, and pleading for me to return to my senses as well as the fire that I had previously embraced. Even with his words in my head, I continued and faced Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight. But now that has passed, and here you are. Whatever your design may be, I'm afraid I cannot allow you to stand in the way of my destiny and humanity's freedom from this terrible flame. Chosen undead. The first flame quickly fades, and darkness will surely settle. But soon, tiny flames will dance in the twilight, fated to be extinguished again, as is the cycle of this dying world. Come, meet me in battle, and we will see who is truly fit to traverse these twin paths.